Hey, hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. Welcome to my final video on the Enter the Niche affiliate campaign that I was running. It is now the 6th of March. That affiliate contest ended last night at midnight. Let me show you the final results on it. I want to show you the final results on it, and then I want to show you individual numbers. What garnered me the most sales? What was most effective for me? What was not effective for me? And I want to explain to you what I do with that information. So let me show you. Let me share my screen with you. And the first thing is I will show you. Okay, so there's individual stats, but what I want to show you, okay, so as you can see, we ended with 78 sales on Enter the Niche, 17% conversion rate. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. With total $581.66 in affiliate commissions. And when it comes to the contest went like this. Take this to approved offers. Yep. All right. Okay, so here's Enter the Niche. Let's look at the contest. You see their conversion rate on that thing was 12%. Okay. It was 12%. And so we beat the conversion rate of the whole thing, which is good. And when we look at the contest, he did 250 plus sales on it. So between 250 and 300 sales. So pretty good, man. Pretty good. I think Lee's probably happy with that. I mean, I got first place in the contest, so we can take the 588 or 566, whatever it was. We can tack on another 250 for winning this contest. So it takes it up to almost $800. Not like in a crazy amount of money, but still pretty good. I probably have 5 hours of work altogether in this campaign. If I wasn't recording videos for you guys, I wouldn't have as much work invested in this campaign. But because I'm recording these videos, it's a little different because as I'm setting things up. Normally things I just do like in my mind, like I got it. You don't realize how when you're good at something, you kind of just do it automatically. But then when you have to stop and kind of explain it to everybody and walk through exactly what you're doing, it's a little bit slower of a process. But personally, I've enjoyed recording this case study for you guys. It's been a lot of fun. I wanted to kind of give you a glimpse into the mind of an affiliate marketer and how I do things and how I make sales with affiliate marketing. And this is how you do it. So let me do this. Let me show you. Okay, so when it comes to the sales, here's what we have, right? We have a ton of links, right? Because as you guys know, I tracked everything. Everything was tracked. This doesn't work as far as like when the campaign's over and you're trying to figure out what was more effective and what was least effective. So when you do your next campaign, you'll double down on the stuff that's more effective and you'll drop the stuff that's not effective, right? Or if you really like the stuff that's not effective, you figure out a way to make it more effective because there's a problem there. All right, so I broke all these numbers down by link, but I don't want them broke down by link now. To figure the information out that I need now, I need them broken down by just by place, right? Like EM1, I don't need that broken up by individual link. I just need it broken up by email. I want to know which emails were the most effective, which messages were the most effective, and where they were effective. So to do that, I take this information here and I transfer it over to a little sheet like this, right? It's just a simple spreadsheet. And here's my emails, right? EM1, EM2, EM3. And I got a little reminder up here of what they were, right? This was the Jim Rohn quote. It was a blind subject line, and it was kind of inspirational, and there was a lesson in there for people, right? That garnered us 8 sales, all right? This was the 7 secrets of Lee Murray, right? So this was a vendor case study. I wanted to talk about Lee Murray and what he was all about, and I wanted to give some lessons in there for people. So it was actionable, but it was also telling the story of this product vendor. I was adding legend to the product with this email. That garnered us 15 sales. That was the most sales of the whole thing, which is pretty cool. Email 3 was very actionable, and email 4 was also very actionable. This was really interesting because these were very actionable emails. They gave them the actionable stuff. Just, hey, let me give you 3 traffic sources that you can use with this product. So it connected the dots highly to the product, but it gave very actionable content. Now, this is funny because if you ask people what kind of content they want in email, they will tell you they want actionable content that they can take immediate action on and stuff like that. But as we can see in this email and these email results, we see that the emails that actually generated me more sales were not the actionable emails. They were the ones that were full of long stories and just a lot of in-depth, information with entertainment value. So interesting. So anyways, EM3 and EM4 garnered 5 and 2 sales respectively. Those are our really high action content emails. Number 5, I moved back to more of a lesson-based email. It was a lot like email 1 and email 2. But Shadow the Giant was very lesson-based. Really, it was very similar to EM1. Not as much EM2, but EM1 especially. But the difference between this one and this one is this one was a little less inspired, right? I took a quote from Jim Rohn, and I built the email around that, right? And there was a lesson in there, and it was good, but it wasn't like it wasn't just really fantastic, right? And Shadow the Giant was it just hit on another level, right? Just because it was a very new look, comparing Daniel Radcliffe and Harry Potter and what he was going through to what people online might be going through. It's just a really good angle, so it was effective, right? Probably my favorite email of the series. And then EM6, end of the line. This is something new. It's not something I've really ever done before on an affiliate campaign, but I used this email. It was an engagement email, and I used it to ask them a question. Hey, do you want to do 2 more emails, or do you want me to stop? Right? And everybody's like, hey, let's do 2 more emails. Right? So they were enjoying the emails, and they wanted me to do 2 more. So, and that also, of course, pitched Enter the Niche, and it got 7 emails. It got 7 sales, I mean. So interesting that engagement email got 7 sales and actually was asking them to email me back, right? So it's interesting that it got the 7 sales. And then EM7 was Trouble with Time Machines. 3 sales on that one. The final curtain later on that day was the scarcity email, and it got 4 sales, right? So, altogether, we see the sales starting to die off towards the end. And honestly, that's pretty normal because people they're familiar with the offer now. I did 8 emails over 4 days, right? 2 emails a day. And this is about the right curve, right? This is about the right curve. This is email 1 on the first day, email 2 on the first day. So if you think about it, the most sales came from the very first day. And then I start pulling all these other sales together. If I would have stopped after just 1 or 2 emails, I would have lost out on, all these sales, 32 sales. I would have lost out on 32 sales, right? That's the power of, exposing people to offers more than once. So anyways, we see the under the radar promotional video right here. It got 7 sales on YouTube. That was the under the radar. Basically, I was telling people in that video, it was basically a product review, but I was kind of coming at them from the angle of, hey, we got a product that's completely under the radar here. It's not getting as much attention as it deserves. Check it out, right? That was the angle of that. And then right here, the second one on YouTube, how to create affiliate scarcity. This was pure actionable content. And then I pitched the product, right? How to create affiliate scarcity. I taught them a couple of ways to create the scarcity as an affiliate, and then I promoted the product. It didn't get any sales, right? Which I was a little surprised about, but it got no sales right there on YouTube. Okay. Now, when we look at ECPM1, okay, this was the same content as, it was the same video that was on YouTube, right? It was the under the radar promo video in the ECPM. It was in the Epic Conversions Private Mastermind Facebook group, right? So that video was responsible for 14 sales between YouTube and the Epic Conversions Private Mastermind. Pretty cool. Now, the how to create affiliate scarcity promo was also put into the Epic Conversions Private Mastermind a couple days later, and that got one sale. So that pure value video that offered them actionable content only got one sale, all right, between both places. So, like, look, the message is clear when it comes to actionable content. When you look at this series, okay, and let me, before I give you the message, let's move forward because we got 0 sales on the blog as well. And that was an actionable content. That was 3 new traffic sources, part 1 and part 2, put together to make a really good blog article. It got no sales. Okay, so Facebook part 1 was conversational marketing. Okay, I basically said to people, hey, I found a really cool product. It's flying under the radar. It's done for you affiliate marketing package. It's awesome. Let me know if you want to know more, right? And everybody who made a comment everyone who made a comment on Facebook post 1, I reached out to them privately and gave them a link to the thing. And I must have reached out to 25, 30 people, and I got 4 sales. Okay, not worth the trouble, honestly. To be honest with you, not worth the trouble. Then we think about Shadow the Giant Facebook post. This was basically this email right here, and I just kind of formatted. I just kind of changed a few words so that it made sense on Facebook, right? So I just formatted it for Facebook a little bit, and it got 4 sales. Now that's interesting because I did far less work for Shadow the Giant email. This Facebook post I did far less work for. And then this one, I did far more work for. They got the same amount of sales. Okay. And then we look at 3 new traffic sources on the blog. It got 0 sales. Like I said, guys, this was basically EM3 and EM4 put together into one blog post that was really helpful, and it promoted the product. It got no sales. Right. So what we're seeing here is a trend, a little bit of a trend here. The actionable content, just for the sake of actionable content, it doesn't really move people to buy. All right. It's like it's good, but people buy based off of emotion. Right. So this pure actionable content, it's interesting because you can fit it in there in between some of this other kind of content and make people feel like you're really giving them the good stuff. Right. But that wasn't the stuff that inspired them to buy. The stuff that inspired them to buy was clearly, the stories and the lessons from the stories and stuff like that. These are the things that really inspired them to buy. So, and it's very clear when you look at it with stuff like this. So anyways, guys, that's what I did. And that's what I like to do when I run a campaign like this. I like to see like a broad kind of spectrum view of everything that happened and where I was most effective. Now with the how to create affiliate scarcity promo, I mean, the video, I don't have anything wrong with those kind of videos. I like doing those kind of videos. But what that tells me is when I'm giving people actionable content, it's important that I don't neglect the story aspect. Like there's got to be some kind of emotion attached with the actionable content. And it's really kind of good news because this tells us that, like, we can put more story into stuff and less just pressure to, reinvent the wheel, less pressure to like come up with new tactics all the time to put on our social media or put on our blog. We don't have to always be creating all these new tactics all the time, because what really inspires people to take action is the stories with a little bit of actionable content, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, guys. It's kind of spelled out right here when you look at the data. So anyways, that was it for this campaign. This is what it looks like when you run a first place affiliate campaign. This garnered 78 units. So that's pretty good. I have this broken down into links down here as well, but that's just for my personal kind of like, so I can see, because here's the thing, guys, when you do campaigns like this, you want to look at what you have and you want to say, okay, I'm going to use this data for my next campaign. When I do another one, I want to constantly be trying to get better. I want to learn what's working and what's not working. And I want to double down on what's working and kind of adjust the stuff that's not working. That's how I do it. And that's really helped me to get better over the years. So anyways, guys, let me go ahead and stop screen share here. All right. And I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on Affiliate Safari. This has been a really cool affiliate campaign. I've had a lot of fun recording these videos and kind of like walking you guys through my thought process. I hope they've been helpful to you. And man, you know what? I wish you the best of luck out there. Go out there, kick butt, do a great job. Feel free to email me at camjenningspro@gmail.com. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this product. And I want to hear about your success stories, man. I love testimonials. So if you can fire me off a testimonial by email from help and success that you've garnered from watching these videos and following my trainings, man, I love that kind of stuff. I'm always on the lookout for more testimonials. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Good luck out there. Crush it. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.